Okay, I'm sorry this took a while, but let me see if I can walk you through this pretty quickly. So you start here at whatever your landing page is for your DMT. You want to go over to all and find IROC reporting and IROC reports. Don't get hung up on how complicated this looks because all you really need to do here is click on this create a report. We need to give it a title. We'll call it OCFA pending, for instance. Leave this at table. And since we're looking for uh, information on requests, I'm going to go down and click on that one. If I was looking for, say, the number of engines I had available or some other resource type of thing, then it's going to be here for the most part. There's plenty of other stuff, and there may be use cases for it. I just haven't really run into them. So we'll go to requests, click on next. The report's going to load. I found out you can just click on this while the report's loading, and it'll come up whenever it gets there. So we'll wait for that report to load. There we go. So now here for like pending requests, we're going to look for request status. And we want it to be pending. And we want the place to organization. When I did ours, I just used contains and used Ventura because that covered both our VNCC side and our XVEC side. I don't know if it will work for you as well, but we'll just try contains orange. If not, you can do an or here. So place to organization is Orange County Fire Authority or Orange County's Xbox, whatever it is. So, that, and then I threw in one more, which was whether or not it was claimed. My reasoning behind that was I wanted the dashboard to show stuff people weren't working on. So when you went in to work on something, you claimed it, worked on it, the dashboard went back to 0. So claimed is false. And then you hit up here the run button and it will show you what you've got. Looks like you guys have something sitting in there that's pending. Um, Obviously ours is normally 0 because that's the kind of the whole point of that. But then once you get what you want in this list, then what you really want for a dashboard is just a single number. So go down to this scores area, click on single score. If we run it again, you'll see you just get a 1. We can click on next. That just tells you how it's aggregating the data. So in this case, it's a count. We don't want to change that for this. And then here you can mess around with coloring rules on this. I don't think it's going to let me know because I haven't saved it. So let's just go ahead and save it. And then you can edit the coloring rules. So like I set ours to, let's see, I believe I set ours to green when nothing's pending. Actually, I said if it's, I know what I did. I did greater than 0, and then I had it color red. Submit that. Excuse me. And it'll save it. So now you can see here that if you put it in a dashboard like this, your value is going to be red here. The default color, I changed that to green just so you know things were good. So if I went back in here and included, I believe that one that you had was supply. So if I exclude supply, we should get a 0 and you'll see it'll be green. There you go. So that's just to demonstrate the different coloring schemes. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Save this. And then I'm going to come over here to dashboards. I'll create a dashboard. OCFA test is the name. I'll make it visible to groups and users. And then I'll view the dashboard. So now this is what the dashboard looks like with nothing on it. You go over here and click add widgets. I want to look for your OCFA pending. There it is. It says this is what it looks like, and I say great, add it to the dashboard. So now, let's say you've already created a bunch of other reports too. So um, I'll just look for any old thing to show you how you can do some stuff. So here's, wow, this is like everybody's. Here's our resources on assignment one. So I'll add that in there too. You'll notice it's like stacking them on top of each other. So the way to change that is go in here to your configuration, and you can pick kind of how you want it to look. So if we do this, that's good. And then when you're in configuration mode, you can move these things around to where you want them to be. You can also, let's say you name this that db1.ocfa pending, but you don't want it to say that. You can edit the, oops, I'm sorry, that was the wrong thing. You can click the settings here. You might want to click your show real-time updates. And then you can also, there's a way to edit this header somehow. I have to get back to you on that. But anyway, once you're done here, just close up the configuration. You're going to want to share it so you can add users and groups. So I want to add this to ORCC. So now everyone that has access to this database would get access to the dashboard. I'm not going to share that now, obviously. But that's kind of the process in a nutshell. You need to go back and create more reports so that you could add them in here as tiles. And again, you can configure the way in which you want it to tile out using these presets. Then you can also just drag and move however you want them to appear. Again, if you guys ever have any questions or run into any trouble, whatever, go ahead and reach out. I'm more than happy to help. And I hope this makes it a little easier.